Today we are going to discuss about Deque. Deque stands for double-ended queue. Deque is a linear data structure where the insertion and deletion operations are performed from both ends. We can say that Deque is a generalized version of a queue. Queue is an ordered collection of data items into which elements are inserted from rear end and elements are deleted from front end. But in here, we consider this as a queue, but insertions and deletions will be made at both ends. This DQ contains front end, rear end, and insertion can be made at front end, deletion can be made at front end. Again, insertion can be made at front end, rear end, and deletion also can be made from rear end. So both insertions and deletions are made from both the ends. So this kind of queue is said to be DQ, double-ended queue. Double-ended queue. So this DQ can be comfortably implemented using a linked list. See here, there is a linked list. A linked list consisting of some four nodes. First node is pointed by front and last node is pointed by rear. So there are two pointers indicating that there are two ends. At front end we can insert node and we can delete node, and at rear end also we can insert node and we can delete node. So insertions and deletions can be made from both the ends of a queue. Then that kind of queue is said to be a double-ended queue. See here, inserting nodes into a D queue. Assume that there is an empty queue. Empty queue means there are no nodes. When there are no nodes, both front and rear are null. Front is null, rear is null. Initialization of a D queue. Then insert front. Insert front means we are going to insert a node at front end. Insert front. We are going to insert a node with information 10 at front end. So when there are no nodes, we are inserting the first node, that becomes front node and that becomes last node, front node and rear node. So front is pointed to that node and rear also pointing to the same node. Then insert front again, insert front 20. Now at 20, node 20 is created and it is inserted at front end. See here, 20 is the new node that is added at front end and that becomes front. Now 20 is front node and 10 is the next node, last node or rear node. Then insert rear 30. So this means insert a node with information 30 at rear end. So create a new node with information 30 and add it at the end of the linked list or queue. See here, 30 is created, 30 is added as rear node. So 20, 10 is already existing, 30 is created and added at rear end. So we have added a node at rear end. So there is a possibility of adding at front end and adding at rear end also. Again, insert front 40. So create a node with information 40 and add as front node. So 40 is created and added to the front node and it becomes front node. So the very new node that is added at front is the front node. Front pointer is pointing to the new node that is added at front. Delete nodes. Deleting node from a DQ. We are going to delete nodes from DQ. Normally in a queue we delete nodes from front end, but here deletion is can be made from both the ends. We can delete node from front end, we can delete node from rear end also. For example, assume that this is a DQ or a queue consisting of 4 nodes. Let us delete a node from front end. So front end means front is pointed to first node, that is node 10. That node is deleted and next node becomes front node. See here, front node is deleted and front is pointed to next node. Now you wanted to delete rear node, delete rear. So last node is rear node. Last node will be deleted and previous node of last node becomes rear node 20, 30 like this. So initially there are 4 nodes. Delete front node, it becomes 3 nodes, and delete again one more node from rear end. So rear node will be deleted. From 3 nodes it becomes 2 nodes. So like this you can delete either front node or rear node, so that insertion can be made at both ends and deletion also can be made from both the ends. So this kind of operation is said to be a DQ. Thank you.